Yo, what is going on? It's ItzSawk here, and today I'm bringing you guys my PCL Season 2 Week 7 matchup against Matt O'Shea and his Montreal Milotics. If you guys do not care to see what's going on the Team Builder side, the timestamp, as always, is on the right side of the screen. Go to that time, and you guys will get right to the battle. For the rest of you that want to see what the hell's going on, let's just get right into it. So, first and foremost here, on the right side of the screen, you will see his team, which is Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Nidoqueen, Snorlax, Alolan Persian, Gorgeist with all sizes, Victini, Skarmory, Z Manaphy, Z Alola Raichu, and Mega Altaria. Now, let's take a look at what I decided to bring. So, first thing I noticed was Azumarill put in a metric ton of work. Like, if I can get rid of, Koko, this can just run through this man's team if I can, get Manaphy low, I guess. But yeah, looking at this, Banded Aqua Jet does over half to Victini. So if I can weaken Victini at all, like if I can get it around 60%, Banded Aqua Jet kills. So Banded Azumarill is going to be a very, very, very big part of this team. Next up here, we do have Biome with Ground DMZ, Rock Polish, Earthquake, Seed Bomb, and Stone Edge. +2 Torterra does a metric ton to this team. Like, if I can get it up a little bit in speed, this thing can just start running through it. Earthquake for Koko, Nidoqueen, Victini, Alolan Raichu. Seed Bomb is to hit the Manaphy, and then I can Stone Edge the Skarmory, and I can also Stone Edge the Hawlucha. So this puts in a metric ton of work against this team. If I can get it to +2, it'll do really good. Next up here, we do have Sped Shed with Focus Sash this week, Sticky Web, Counter Spore, and Healing Wish. Late game webs are going to be really nice because it allows me later to click Banded Liquidation instead of having to go for Jet to outspeed things. So if I can get Sticky Webs up, it'll be really beneficial to me, and if I can get rid of the Koko, it'll be even perfect. Next up here, Dialga with Shuka Berry, Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Earth Power, Max Speed, Max Special Attack. Just 4 attacks just to hit everything as hard as possible, and Earth Power to just kill things. Shuka Berry is in case of random earthquakes from something like Nidoqueen from Earth Power, or something like Lax with Earthquake, or something to that effect. Next up here, we do have Dugtrio for this week, Scarf, as you all know, Earthquake, Night Slash, Stealth Rock, and Stone Edge. The speed on this is to outspeed a Scarf Victini and or Scarf Manaphy. As some of you know, Victini always tends to run through me whenever I play it, so it's not very good for me whenever I see a Victini, so I have to take extra measures to make sure I don't lose to it. I have to be very, very mindful of it. It's more of a threat than I always give it credit for. So yeah, it's stupid. I don't like the Pokemon, but I digress. And last but certainly not least here, we have Choji with Quillfish, Thunderwave, Scald, Protect, and Toxic Spikes. This is a great counter to Koko Lucha. Well, not Koko, but Lucha. +2 High Jump Kick does not 2 KO this. I can Thunderwave it, I can get rid of its speed, I can come in with something like Scarf Trio, I can click Stone Edge, or I can go with Banded Azumarill, and I can click Liquidation, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Now, if he's a defensive Limber set, I don't know why he would be. He could be for something like SD Keldeo, which I have brought before. He could. I don't see it coming. It would surprise me very, very much if he was. But, yeah, that is the team. Rock Polish, Ground DMZ, Torterra, Sash, Webs, other moves, Smeargle, Shuka, 4 attacks, Dialga, Physically Defensive Quillfish, if I can speak today, holy cow, Scarf Dugtrio, and Banded Azumarill. With that, let's get right into the game. I will see you guys there. And we are back with our game versus Matt O'Shea and the Montreal Milotics. As you guys can see on the right side of the screen, he did bring that Tapu Koko, the Mega Altaria, the Manaphy, the Victini, the Nidoqueen, and the Hawlucha. As you guys can see on the bottom, I brought my Dugtrio, my Azumarill, my Quillfish, my Dialga, the Torterra, and the Smeargle. If you guys know what they are, you guys just watch the Team Builder. If not, well, you'll find out. So going into this, I'm like, alright, 2 things he's going to want to lead. Tapu Koko, in order to get, something to the effect of, I don't know, Volt switching on out for Tapu Koko, or lead Nidoqueen to get hazards up. So I figured Scarf Trio is a really safe lead, because I could just Earthquake either of the 2, and I can trap either of the 2 unless Koko is Shed Shell or U-Turn, and same with Nidoqueen, except Nidoqueen doesn't get U-Turn if it's Shed Shell. Thinking. Either way, I digress. So let's just hop right into it. So good luck, have fun, Matt O'Shea. You guys definitely need to check him out. His description and everything will be down in the description below. A lot of you may know of him. So yeah, be sure to check him on out. But we are going to be challenged by Pokemon trainer Matt O'Shea. I'm going to lead with Ollie as I just described. My Scarfed trio looking all shiny with the blue noses, looking like a trio. He's going to lead with World Star, which is his Tapu Koko. And so first things first, I can see right off the bat if this thing is Scarf or not, just by seeing if it outspeeds me. If it does outspeed me, I know it's Scarf. Otherwise, I can freely click Earthquake here, as he reveals to be Shuka Berry, which is fantastic prep on his part, enabling him to, as you can see, live this Earthquake pretty handily, and he can hop right on out of there. He will click U-turn. So, very good start for him. However, it doesn't do a lot. It actually leads me to believe he has no attack, minus attack nature. So blue will come on in, which is his Mega Altaria, and he knows I'm Scarf because I locked myself into Earthquake because I outsped. So I'm going to swap right on out, and I'm going to go right to locate my Dialga. Now, Shuka Berry also weakens Earthquake from this, so I can easily live a +1 Earthquake, and I can fire back with a Flash Cannon and kill it. And so as you can see here, Mega Altaria will get off that Mega Evolution, going to Mega Cloud Burb form. As Matt O'Shea's team is super busted. Let's just remember this. Blue goes for a Dragon Dance, and like I said before, the Shuka Berry allows me to live a +1 Earthquake from even adamant Mega Altaria. So I am more than fine. He does click Return, which I don't completely understand, but probably because he predicted the Shuka Berry, which is a solid play if he did so. And I will just go straight for a Flash Cannon here. As you guys can see here, Flash Cannon does a metric ton, and Mega Altaria will drop. So that will be the first KO of this game. So now that my Dialga is really low, it kind of doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. He's going to go into Scrappy here, which is his Manaphy. And at this time I realized, crap, I really didn't prep that much for Manaphy. I completely forgot about it. Like when I was team building, I didn't look at Manaphy at all. I saw Coco Lucha, I saw the Mega Altaria, I saw that kind of stuff. Manaphy was not even a thing in my head when I was building, and so seeing it on the field, I was like, wait, this is really bad. I'm probably about to get my butt popped. So he's just going to go for an Ice Beam here, which will kill my Dialga because Manaphy has really good special attack. So Locaine, Lorenzo Cane will fall. I'm going to go right into Lucid here, which is, of course, my Azumarill, Lucid Dreams. As they will go right for a Tail Glow. Now right here, I can click my knockoff here. It'll do 40%-ish if he doesn't even have an item, so if he's Z-move. As you see right there, it does not do any more than 40, so he is definitely no item / Z-move, and I know he's a Z-mover because I saw the item in pre-game. I'm going to go right into Biome here. I really don't need it, so I'm just going to sack it on off. He's going to click Psychic, which reveals to me he has Psychic for the Quillfish, and he also has Psychic for my Twix, the Keldeo. He's just going to click Psychic again, as Psychic will take on Torterra and take it out. I realize at this point Torterra didn't do enough, so I can sack it off freely, and I can try to go into Ollie, and I can try to get damage off. So Scarfed Trio will do a decent ton. It'll actually put it in range of Aqua Jet, I do believe. So Earthquake's going to come on here, and I will let my Scarfed Trio go down in order to get this Manaphy out of the way. So he's just going to click Psychic again, as this Manaphy is proving to be an issue, as Ollie unfortunately will go down. However, Lucid can come on in, and I can freely go for an Aqua Jet. I can kill this Manaphy. I debated going for Liquidation, but I decided against it. Now, the reason why I decided against it was because, in the fact of the matter, if he swapped out and I click Liquidation, cool, awesome play. I can put a dent into something. However, if he stays in and clicks like Psychic or Ice Beam, and he freezes me, crits me, does whatever, like gets more damage than he should, it's really bad for me because of the fact that I need as much HP on a Azumarill as I can. Because as you can see here, I only have Smeargle, Quillfish, and Azumarill left. So I need a Azumarill to be as healthy as possible. Now I still do have Healing Wish on Smeargle, so I can get it back up. However, I don't want to let it go down to the point where I kind of might have to sack it off, because the Azumarill at this point is my win condition. So going through his team, Victini just gets bopped by a Liquidation. Manaphy, as you guys can see right here, I'll let this animation play out quick. Manaphy will drop. Coco can go down to a Liquidation. Hawlucha, if it's base, 2 Aqua Jets KOs. and I still have my Qwilfish, which is my dedicated answer to it. So Manaphy can win, not Manaphy, Azumarill, I just killed Manaphy. Azumarill can win here if I play it right. So I need to be very, very aware. I need to think about the plays. So he's going to go into Texas Man, which is his Hawlucha. And this right here screams he's going to want to Swords Dance in my face. So I'm going to swap right out. I'm going to go right into Qwilfish. It's my dedicated answer for a reason. And as you can see here, my Intimidate will proc. He will go to -1 attack, and he will click Acrobatics. Now this Acrobatics does absolutely nothing to my Qwilfish, as you guys can see. So I'm thinking, alright, what am I going to do? He does click U-turn here, as I clicked Thunder Wave. Now thinking about it, I should have clicked Scald here. Gives me two things. One, if he's Limber Hawlucha, I could have Scald Burned if he stayed in Swords Dance. The other one is if he swapped out, I get damage on it. If he goes to something like Nidoqueen or the type of Koko, I can't Thunder Wave that. So he's going to U-turn, and he's going to go right back to Matt, as he will send out Queenie, which is, guess it, the Nidoqueen. So Thunder Wave will not affect the Nidoqueen, so I'm in kind of a tough spot. If I would have Scalded there and I would have gotten damage off, it could have been really, really nice, because I could have just sacked this off. He's going to click Earth Power, as I clicked Scald, I do believe, as Earth Power will just flat knock me out. So Choji will go down. However, I still have the Smeargle in the back. Now, I am going to go to Smeargle, because I can get my webs up. Now, if I can get rid of Nidoqueen, or at least put it in some kind of range, or Spore it, or something kind of effect, even if I just get my webs up, like Banded, Liquidation can start running through his team, as long as Hawlucha isn't like Max Fizz Def, and I don't get, and I have some HP left, because Koko will still outspeed me. So if I can keep some HP alive, if I'm around like 90% or so, like if I take a little bit of chip, it's fine, but I can't go under like 85%. So if I can stay around, I'm gonna be able to win this game with just Banded Azumarill. He's gonna click Earth Power here. And like I said, I'm just going to get my webs up here. It doesn't even kill me, which kind of threw me off for a second. I'm like, alright, so it's Sheer Force, but like no special attack. It's whatever. So, Queenie is going to go for another Earth Power and will knock out the Smeargle. So, it is all on you, Lucid. Give me some lucid dreams. Please. I really need to win this game to try to not fall to 2 and 5. He will click Thunderbolt here, which is a fantastic prep. Now, as you guys can see here, it will do enough to the point where I may knock out this Nidoqueen with Banded Liquidation. That thing fell over twice, but I am under half, so that means Tapu Koko can come right on in. He will go into World Star, and he will be able to freely click Thunderbolt, which kind of sucks. I wish I would have thought of that, and but there's nothing I can really do against that. It was just good prep, good play. He outplayed me. He had fantastic prep. But yeah, that Thunderbolt will kill my Azumarill, and that will be your ball game, as the Minnesota Twin Needles will fall against Matt O'Shea and this Montreal Milotics, and that is the game. So yeah, looking back at it, I could have made a couple plays, as I said before. Scalding instead of Thunder Waving would have really been in my advantageous favor, because I probably could have pressured the Nidoqueen into killing me first. And then I could maybe have gone Smeargle and clicked Aqua Jet through it, and then maybe gone Smeargle, Azumarill, Aqua Jet at the Nidoqueen, then gone Smeargle, and gotten a Webs Up or something to that effect, kept Azumarill healthy. But that's all theory mons, and that's to be determined by the peoples. But yeah, I'm just going to get on out of here today, guys. I hope you all did enjoy the battle. Be sure to go check out Matt O'Shea. His link's in down below on the description. If you guys did like the content, be sure to like the video. With that, I'm going to get out of here today, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and peace out, Scouts.